Did you know that Mars was once called the Star of Death? Let's learn more about that on today's Space Course. Mount Everest has nothing on Olympus Mons. Olympus Mons is a 21-kilometer high and 600-kilometer diameter super mountain. Despite having formed over billions of years, evidence from volcanic lava flows is so recent, many scientists believe it could still be active, and of course so much cooler than boring old Everest. Mars takes its name from the Roman god of war. The ancient Greeks called the planet Ares after their god of war. The Romans then did likewise, associating the planet's blood-red color with Mars, their own god of war. And thanks to Alex the Great and eventual mismanagement of the Greek Empire, the Roman name stuck. Interestingly, other ancient cultures also focused on color. To China's astronomers, it was the fire star, which I'm sure we'll all agree should be the real name, while Egyptian priests called it Her Deshur, or the red one. There are signs of liquid water on Mars. For years, Mars has been known to have water in the form of ice. The first signs of trickling water are dark stripes and stains on crater walls and cliffs seen in satellite images. Due to Mars's atmosphere, this water would have to be salty to prevent it from freezing or vaporizing, just like the Greeks after losing their cool name for Mars. Mars has had some of the most interesting names throughout history. So many nations of the ages have called Mars something awesome, but I figure we needed to visit this again. The Babylonians called it Nergal, or Star of Death, which I now secede is much cooler than China's the Fire Star. The Hebrews called it Ma'adem, or the one who blushes. Many ancient people believe the reddish color came from actual blood in the planet, making the Death Star even better. Mars was once called the backwards planet. No, not because of its love for crisscross music, but during the Renaissance, Mars played a central role in one of the most important and fiercest intellectual battles in the history of Western civilization, where the Earth is the center of the universe. Nicholas Copernicus coherently explained that Mars seems to move backwards across the sky, because Earth overtakes Mars in its orbit around the Sun. The dust storms on Mars are the most violent in the solar system. Mars has the largest and most violent dust storms in our entire solar system. So much so that in 2049, a team of NASA astronauts had to abort their mission, accidentally abandoning a crewmate. Well, not really, but wouldn't that make a cool movie? These storms so often have winds up to 125 miles per hour, can last for weeks, can cover the entire planet. They usually occur when Mars is closest to the Sun or when Mark Watney visits. Mars moons have very interesting cycles. Unlike our super boring moon, Mars' moon Phobos rises in the west and sets in the east twice a day. Deimos, on the other hand, takes 2.7 days to rise in the east and set in the west. The moons are named after the twin gods who accompanied Ares, or Mars, into battle. You are lighter on Mars than on Earth. Want a super easy and instant way to shed that pesky winter weight? Since Mars has less gravity than Earth, you would weigh 62% less than you do on our home planet. If you weigh a healthy 200 pounds on Earth, you will only weigh 76 pounds on Mars. What's the heaviest thing you've ever lifted? On Mars, you're basically Schwarzenegger. You could have lifted more than twice what you normally can. Every 10 pounds on Earth only equals 4 pounds on the red planet. Mars is surprisingly similar to Earth. Mars is a little like Earth, only smaller, drier, colder, and much more lonely. There are places on Earth that are a lot like Mars. Death Valley, California, Antarctica, and volcanoes in Hawaii. Both planets have polar ice caps, volcanoes, canyons, and 4 seasons. The seasons on Mars are twice as long though, and violent. Right, Mark Watney? Mars has been called the Bermuda Triangle of space. If you're planning on a vacation, I do not recommend rolling the dice on Mars. Only 16 of the 39 missions so far have been successful, beginning with the USSR's Martinik 1, which was launched in 1960. 39 orbiters, landers, and rovers have been sent to Mars, but only 16 of those missions have been a success. Again, giving credit to the name, the Star of Death. Thank you guys so much for watching this top 10 on Mars facts. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I ask that you would click the like button, maybe subscribe for more videos. If you didn't, then maybe come back for another video later, check another one out, maybe subscribe then, like then, or leave me a comment to what you think. Hope you enjoyed, guys, and we'll see you next time on Space Course.